Oi! Lay Ma. G'day, YouTube. Lay Ma. It's your buddy over here in HK, Timmy T, the terrific Lego lunatic. And tonight we have got a supersized panel. We have got my good friend RRB. We're seeing two double marks. 2 marks are better than one. Okay, now there's one. We got my good friend Concrete Bricks, Joe.
There you go, guys.
We've got my good friend Darren down in the beautiful Phillip Island where those lovely little penguins are.
Evening, folks.
And ABC's there too. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, good. So tonight's topic, everyone out there in YouTube land, is what is your favorite promotional set? So we'll go around the panel and we'll see what people are, and we'll come back to me because I've got a few which are really unique over here in Hong Kong. So we'll kick it off by passing the ball down to RRB. What promotional set? You came up with a question. What's your favorite promotional set you've ever seen, had, or owned, my good friend?
I don't know. Maybe the new 60th anniversary one will be when I get it in the mail, but I don't know.
Okay. So no roses for you, no Lego Rose, no.
It'd have to be probably Ninjago. Maybe the maybe. Oh, actually, I know what it is. It's that it was when Ninjago first came out. They gave a promotional standout with a printed Ninjago plate that was exclusive to Toys R Us for the first week Ninjago was out. So I've got that in my drawer. I could get it out for later. I'll show you guys. But yeah, nice. That's it. That's probably it. Yeah, off the top of my head, that's probably it.
Oh, okay. Knew it had to be something Ninjago.
Yeah, I'll get it out now. You guys keep going. I'll show it later.
Okay. Oh, and my other friend has turned up. It's the Lego Task Force Dallas. What's going on, my good friend? What promotional set do you like, my good friend? What have you seen? What have you got your hands on before, my good friend?
I've gotten those Lego toy stores from the Lego shop opening near myself. Plus, I've got a few of the what do we call it? The poly bags from Lego Online Shopping, which are really good.
Oh yeah, cool, good stuff. That's really sweet. We'll go across to.
I've got it.
You've got it. Here we go. Back to ROV. Well, oh, nice. 2011 printed brick.
This is the brick. It was part of like a little stand. I just kept the brick out of it. So.
Of course,
nice.
That's a bloody good exclusive. That is.
It's a 2x4, but it's three blocks high. It's one block, 2x4, 3 high. Yeah.
Wow, that is nice. That is certainly nice. Good stuff. We go across to Concrete Bricks. Joe, what promotional things have you got your hands on, or do you like? Have you seen? What things have you got your hands on before, my good friend? Any celebratory sets that are exclusive?
No, mate, I don't think I've really been in the game long enough. I got one of those when the Lego store opened. I got one of those the little Lego store sets that you got for spending $200.
Yeah,
and
that count.
I'd say that's about it. I've got it, but it's like I don't know how exciting it really is. Like it's pretty. It's
better than nothing, mate. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
I quite like it. It's just amazing how much it's being flipped for already.
Yeah, well, it always was. Even when they were the first ones, I think the next day I remember seeing them on eBay after the Dreamworld store opened.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, but I'm sure everybody else has probably got some more exciting promo stuff than that.
Okay. Darren, my good friend Gandalf in the beautiful Phillip Island. What have you seen in promotional wise? Is there anything unique to the Victorian scene, or anything you've seen which is quite
No, not
nice
really.
to get your hands on?
I'm a bit like Joe. I haven't really been back in the scene long enough to know what most of the promotional stuff is. I do like the one that Joe's got there, though. That's quite a neat build. I think it's being flipped for ridiculous money, though. But it's quite a sweet little build. I do quite like the rose, though, that Lego was doing, even though it's craggled. I think it's quite a good product. Yeah, so that's about it from me on this particular topic, I think.
Okie doke, no worries. All good, all good. We'll go across to ABC. What little I know you've got some promotional things over in that little collection of yours. Little collection, I say lightly. Quite a lovely collection by the look of the background that you've got there. What promotional set do you like?
First one.
Ah, Christmas. That is quite nice. Lovely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That's nice. Lovely.
Billsy.
Hey.
Oh, we've got a Billsy sighting.
How are you?
Oi. Hello, buddy. What's going on, mate?
Oh, I figured I've got to come on one of your streams one time, so.
Oh, mate, nice to see you. Nice to see you, buddy. You see the topic?
No, I haven't.
No.
What promotional set, mate? What promotional set do you have you got your hands on, or do you like, or that you think Lego's done well, etc.?
Promotional set.
Yeah, like a little free giveaway, like
Do movie sets count as promotional?
movie set.
Like, is it the DeLorean or the Ghostbusters?
No, that's more an official set. I'm thinking more of something which is like, say, an exclusive, like you get at occasionally, like Toys R Us will have a micro build, like something like this.
The Lego store one they gave away. Is that a technically promotional one?
Or things like this.
Yeah, that's the only one I've got. The Lego store, the one they gave away last year when they opened.
Oh, okay.
Do any of you guys have the hot dog stand?
Yes.
The little poly bag? No. Oh, you do?
Yes.
No.
I do.
Come on, it's in a poly bag, and you think Tim doesn't have it?
If it's a poly bag, I've got them somewhere.
I'll probably be able to buy that when I'm in HK, won't I?
I put a couple aside, mate. Don't worry. I'll fix you up.
Yeah, one too.
I'll fix you up.
All right.
You'll be well looked after, Joe. You'll be well looked after.
So I think between all of us, Joe, we might be paying for some extra baggage for you, mate.
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, put it this way, I'm pretty well selling my other car, so I've got money to burn when I'm there on Lego.
There's also this that RRB's got his eye on.
Yeah,
that's a sweet little one.
He's got that and a couple others which he's got his eye on. So these poly bags have already been obtained and put aside.
Huh.
Yes.
Good eye.
But my favorite little things. I did get my hands on. Well, of course I did. This is the VIP. The VIP poly bag.
I have seen that.
Yeah, got my hands on that. And the other thing that I've got my hands on is we got this in HK for Chinese New Year.
I was going to say that's Chinese New Year set.
Yeah, we got that. We got that as an exclusive. If you bought any amount of money at the new Sha-Tin Plaza, and the other set, which is this. It's called a Prosperity Orange Tree.
Oh, sweet.
Very unique. A prosperity
Very cool.
orange tree.
So are they like were they specifically for China and HK, mate?
Yeah, very limited, only for this region.
Yeah, okay. Thought so.
And then you get these, which are a bit more. We get these, which are a bit more pedestrian.
Pedestrian.
Well, you know, they're every year we sort of get a set like this, Billsy.
Yeah.
And of course, the dog's the new one down the bottom there this year. So we get stuff like that. And there's also a dragon too, which I'll show you, which you can also get that.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the big one, and you can also get a small one, which I have the small one, which is really
wicked.
Yeah, it's off the chain. It's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, so we get a lot of this stuff over here, which is quite unique, and it's good to hold on to. And we're quite fortunate in HK to get things like that. And then in the actual Sha Tin Mall this week, they had a big display for Chinese New Year, which was this Chinese Prosperity House.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we had the Prosperity House, and we had that big Lego Dragon in it with a few other features, etc. And you also got an exclusive poly bag handout for the certain amount of shoppers. But that's the that's that figure on the side of it, of a side shot I took. But yeah, pretty good stuff. We get some unique things over here. But yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of the favourites of the stuff that we get in HK. I do have this, which I haven't opened yet, which we might open up because I want to have a look what else is in here. There's a few. There's the 60 anniversary brick, of course, but
I seen them in Target this week or Kmart.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and they got all the numbers on the boxes now. Yeah.
Yeah. Building bigger thinking. Yeah, really cool.
Now, Douglas has brought up in the chat, does the Billund Airport count?
Yes, because that's only available in the airport at Billund, unless you buy it online here on Lego Carousel. Which both the Lego Carousel on Lego Carousel you can buy the Billund Airport and also the Lego House.
All right.
What was that?
Both going for 1,290 HKD.
Whoa. Is that
Which
cheap
I
or
think is-
expensive?
Yeah, it's
I
like
think
everyone's
that's,
quite.
I reckon that's overpriced.
Oh my god, the dango. Well,
Hey, Dallas.
hey, it's like, yeah, I'm just like 1,200.
Yeah.
Hong Kong
Crazy.
dollar.
What does everyone think of the I guess not really UCS, but the Hulk, Mega Hulkbuster set?
Oh, you saw that leak?
I haven't seen it, mate.
The pictures came out this week. Have well, not official, but they're pretty HD. So
I'll have a quick Google now.
yeah, just look up UCS Hulkbuster. It should come up.
Hotbuster.
Hulkbuster.
Buster.
Oh, Hulk.
I thought I would grab out of the cupboard a couple of my sets that were the promotional ones I got hold of. And this one was a while ago on the Lego website. I don't know if you remember this one.
What's that, like a fountain?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Creative Fountain.
Oh, the creator. Yeah.
And also, and when I went to the opening, I had these miniature London buttons there as well. They were like $20
Nice.
each, but you can't get them any other time.
Wow.
So I got 4 of them.
Nice.
4.
I've got. Yeah, I grabbed 4.
You're such a reseller, man.
I got 4 of these.
You got 4 of those.
Yeah, I got 4 of these.
Yeah, if you-
Spending over $1,000 at the Lego store.
Yeah.
And I bought the Lego Carousel today, the new one.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Wow.
So yeah,
Good
I
stuff,
left it
man.
down there, so yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Cool.
Oh. How cool's this? How cool's this Hulkbuster?
Joe, it's set number 76105.
Yeah. I'm looking at that link that you sent me. How cool's it?
Yeah.
Look?
Pretty cool.
That's bad.
I'm no superheroes fan, but it's pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's like the Hot Toys ones and that, and like there'll be like your little Iron Man sort of slips into it kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of just like they're kind of branding it as UCS, but it's not really UCS.
Okay, still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool. Not UCS though. Sorry, but you're slapping UCS on too many things lately, and it's I got a bit of a raw bone with it. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's a bit like some other brands slapping their premium tag on things too.
Yeah.
Especially when it's second-rate product.
True.
Don't let him get triggered.
Who, me?
Yeah, we won't mention the other L word.
Oh, no, I wasn't even thinking of that. Actually,
Oh no, this is T stream. Let the L word fly.
no.
I like the way she thinks.
Oh, sure.
It should be okay because Tim
We
Tim
are
is
talking
in.
about the same L word, right?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, Tim's in like the motherland, so it should be at the top of it.
Hey, don't you knock my Chinese factory in Shenzhen. They are making very quality leopard product, which is very good. Okay, you know.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I tell you what, man. Like I'll just say one thing. I looked very closely at firsthand at the fishing store from Lapping.
Yeah, the old fishing store, yeah.
And man, it is like they've stepped it up, like really stepped it up. Like it's an exact replica, printed pieces, printed minifigs, like everything's top notch. Like it's really nice, man.
I've got a spare one you can buy off me.
I'm good.
Oh
We're
man.
trying to wean Joel for that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't bought any since I bought the first 2 sets, man. It doesn't. It's not really high on my priority list. The only knockoff stuff I buy is minifigs if I can't get them in a keychain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my recent purchase of getting the diner, I just could not help myself, but I had to get the custom-made minifig of Guy Fieri, done as drive-ins and dives. I just couldn't help myself. Flavortown, man, this is Flavortown.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he's going straight on my diner when I build it. So
Nice.
I had to get that, and I also had to get his red car too. So I got a Chinese friend to send me some plans to make a open roadster like the car he drives in the show.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So Guy Fieri will be mayor of Flavortown, rocking into my diner. Yeah, so that's really the only sort of thing, unless I get other stuff, which is the printed the unique printed stuff, which yes, I've got more of these. The Roos are coming, and I tell you what he's going to do for me next. He's going to do me koala signs.
Oh.
I'll send you the updated graphic for that one, mate. There's a new koala sign out. It looks even more like got there.
Hey, that will even scare more my Chinese friends going.
Oh yeah, no, it looks even more evil. It's got cutouts in it. It's not just a solid picture anymore. It's actually got cutouts and like has more defined claws and things like that. It looks really good. I'll send you a photo of it later.
Oh, sweet, mate. Can't wait for that.
Nice. It's off the hook, mate. It's like someone I know designed it, thought they were doing a good thing, and I think they didn't realise they're going to scare all the tourists.
Hey, talking about tourists, when my wife first came to Oz, Darren, she went to Phillip Island with a group of her friends that were working out whether they were going to stay and study in Australia. And she was told by one of the education officers there at the one of the wildlife parks on Phillip Island, koalas are very dangerous, and you got to be careful because their claws will rip your face off. And my wife will never forget when I told her they're not dangerous, they're fluff balls, they're easy. You just got to be careful of their claws. She'll never think that they will. She'll never go back to Phillip Island because she's disgusted how they told her that koalas would tear her face off.
I agree with their call. They are rather dangerous.
Well, they got.
I wouldn't go handling a wild one. Let's put it that way.
I think, Darren, the scars our early days at Tronga Park Zoo from goannas are much more bloody dangerous than anything else than that, mate.
Yeah. It's like someone tried to hand me a blue-tongue lizard. They said, you can stick that. I ain't having a bar to do with that. And they've gone, but I've seen you handle goannas, and I've gone, yeah, they're more predictable than a blue-tongue lizard.
Yeah.
They might be a lot more powerful and everything else, but they're actually a lot more predictable, and I'll have predictability over anything.
Yeah.
Just my call. I handle goannas quite frequently, but you can stick the snakes and you can stick those little lizards. I'm not really happy with them. No, the reason being that something like a blue tongue and that they if they bite you and they've got a lot of
they got jaw power, mate. They lock on. I had one.
They lock on, and
I was wearing bloody gloves, and it was hanging from my thumb.
Yeah, and if you get infected from the bite, it ain't going to heal. they can flip around in your hand.
That's a wives' tale.
Hey,
that is a wives' tale. It does heal.
I didn't say it didn't heal.
Yeah.
I just said if it gets infected,
the old blue
infected.
tongue wound shows up every year. And
No, I don't believe that one either. I've been bitten by goannas before and it doesn't happen.
No, they're fine.
I just don't like it though. They can get really messy when they do bite you.
Yeah, because they tend to thrash around.
Yeah. And if it gets infected, it's a mess. No, I don't believe that one about the old wives' tale that comes back every year either. That's a load of cockball.
That's a lot of cockball.
That's actually more of a case that people just never bothered letting the wound heal in the first place, and it just gets worse every year.
Yeah, that's more like it. But no, I've handled a few lizards over the years. I've got a plan to actually try to do a brick-built goanna at some point. It's a good old lace monitor. Yeah. So that could be a bit of a fun project later down the track.
I reckon if you scaled that at around the 6 to 7 foot mark, you'd be able to get a lot of detail into it.
Jesus.
My God.
Plate build it, then you can get all the scale detail in.
Yeah.
And have a deposit for a house.
I've got a project on the go, if we can get the funding for it, which my mate's trying to apply for now, to do a dinosaur fossil that he found called a Coolosuchus, which is around about 11 feet long, 12 feet long.
You were
So-
called Isukas? Wow.
Yeah, and it's to give you a rough idea, it's a little bit like a crocodile, but with a more flattened head. It's sort of got more like an alligator type of head on it, but it's about sort of like a crocodile.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was an ocean-going creature, and it lived on very small fish. So it has needle teeth rather than big sort of chompers.
Oh, more like a freshie.
Yeah. I know even smaller than that. They're really, really fine teeth.
Oh,
More
wow.
like fish teeth. But yeah, it's good. Tim, we still haven't seen that diner apparently.
Yeah. Where is it, Tim?
I've
Where
got
is it?
I've got it in the pile of shame. I got this monstrosity. I've got this monstrosity of a hospital that I'm trying to finish, so I can actually get a chance to go to bloody Billon and do that 60-second dash of bloody Lego happiness.
Maybe we'll have 6 diners after that. I don't know. I wouldn't
Well-
grab 6 diners for sure.
So, what do you plan to add, Tony? What do you plan to grab in your 60 seconds?
Well, if I win the competition, I'm trying to think of what big sets I could grab quickly. What things would be
wants the
good for
keychain.
parts?
Wouldn't you grab
What's the
small,
keychain?
expensive ones?
What use of keychains do I have though? Bloody RRB.
Sell them. Sell them.
Sell them? Really?
Yeah, and then you can use that money to buy other sets that you couldn't buy that day.
Just go for the Mr. Golds.
If you can,
Do they have
you
Mr.
can
Gold
get
for
anything
sale
in
at bloody
the store,
Billon?
grab the tills.
Sorry, what was that, Dallas?
If you can grab anything in the store, grab the tills.
Ha!
No, it's Lego boxes. It's not tills. Hello. If it was anything in the bloody, it was anything. I'll be raiding a bloody vintage bloody damn vault, and I'll be pulling out a lot of the bloody space and monorail and bloody anything I can get of that stuff, putting it in me bloody damn trolley and getting the hell out of there.
After me, you'll be first. I get first mate on the vintage space stuff.
There was a
Yeah,
whole lot
the
of vintage
monorail.
space stuff on Gold Coast Gumtree today.
What was
Oh,
that?
was it?
There was a heap of Gold Coast in the Gold Coast today. A heap of vintage space stuff, like heaps, cheap too.
Oh, I wonder if it's that same guy that's selling that big lot of it. I'll have a look. Is he
wonder-
sort of got it in like a
It's
cabinet
gone,
sort of
yeah,
looking thing?
I'm wondering if Stephanus is actually onto that or actually selling it.
It was there this morning. I was there, and it was only posted under an hour.
Okay, yeah, I'll have a look now.
I'd say it's long gone now.
Did,
There's nothing
did you
else to do on
see?
the Gold Coast except for Gumtree.
Did you see the old mate had the 5 new Ninjago sets for $120?
Good price, but I didn't want them. But yeah, I was going to message you actually. I thought, I bet you're already onto it.
Yeah, no, I already seen it. I didn't want them either.
Nah.
5 of them
What?
for 120.
Yeah, he had all the,
they were
all
big
the
sets too.
yeah, they're all the new ones.
I just spent $400 on them.
We just saw RRB's ears pick up cheap Ninjago.
Yeah,
I just spent $400 on Big W.
yeah, man. Well, you could have had them all for
No, I'd rather not be tied to a crime, so I'm right.
Yeah, and yes, exactly. While that's coming up,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of Lego stores hit lately down our way. Massive hits.
What, Rob?
Yes.
Rory?
Yeah. It's just straight up,
The-
back a van through the front doors and loaded up and gone.
Holy crap.
This guy isn't actually sort of like on that end of it. He works at sort of in the delivery side of things, I think.
You know what though? You selling it on Gumtree, like fair enough, it's a decent price, but you can't tell that it's stolen.
You can.
No, you can't.
No, it's it's all brand new.
Why would you buy $400 worth of set and then sell them for $120?
Because some
Doesn't
people
make
are
any
stupid.
Well, you just went and bought it.
Yeah, but only people like us know that they're new sets. You know, mum and dads don't that are buying them off him.
But
Yeah, that's it.
no, I mean the guy who actually bought sets
Oh,
and
yeah,
selling them for
Yeah.
He doesn't buy them, man.
Yeah, I know that, but like,
He gets them for
why
free
would you
through his lug and just sells them.
sell for $150?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
Yeah, I'm having a look now too, man. I
Of
can't
course
see
it's
it.
gone. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, if anyone gets caught taking stuff from a log and selling it, they're gone. They lose their
No,
log.
no, I'm talking about the space stuff.
Yeah,
The classic
just saying.
space stuff.
It was
there's
in like
been a bit of stuff going on about that too down our way too.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the only thing that got stolen over here in Lego that I've actually caught 2 offenders from mainland China doing, filling up pick-a-brick cups, putting them in their bloody damn trousers and down their pants and trying to walk out the store with the bloody stuff.
yeah, I know. About 2 years ago, I had when I first sort of got back into the scene, or I'd been back into it for about a year, but had this woman on my fan page actually asking for Lego boxes, and I'm thinking like, yeah, I just bought one of those sets off you, and now you're asking for the same boxes again. I'm getting a bit sus on this.
Yeah.
Anyway, she started posting it. She was prepared to pay for the boxes what's more, you know, so that's what it started to get a bit sus. And so I just happened to just very casually ring a big chain store, I won't mention their name, in her general area, and I said, are you getting a lot of boxes left on your shelf by any chance? And they've gone, yeah, we are. So they caught her about 3 months later with about $60,000 worth of their stock in her house.
Wow.
She was just taking all the bags out of the boxes and leaving the boxes on the shelves,
Wow.
and then hoping to buy the boxes and then stick all the stuff back in them and then move them on.
Oh my goodness.
you still have a number.
Bill,
Yeah, right. Point a friend. Yeah, I think what's your big lock up there, mate? That's where she'd be at the moment, I reckon.
Does she take Bitcoin? I've got a mate named Joe. He needs some cheap Lego. He's struggling at the moment.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, go on, buddy. Go on, Billsy.
Now, you know what I find funny when you go to the markets, and you know how they got the real cheap, bad rip-off, like the minifigures that are like really noticeably bad, and people
I don't know it's all about them.
no, but and then you still see people nicking those things. Like they're the ones that make me laugh.
Yeah.
They're like, just let them keep it. Enjoy that, boys.
Oh,
It-
no.
You got to it's hit and miss with the knockoff minifigs at the markets. Like some are good that I've used, and then obviously you can mostly the Star Wars ones and the Ninjago ones, and that are all rubbish.
So, Joe, you've got a knockoff Deadpool, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually pretty good quality.
I can't really. No one can really fault you on it, because would you rather spend $100 on a real Lego minifig or $2 on the fake? I think the fake is good enough.
Yeah, and you got to remember too, man. Like I'm not like a minifigure collector or anything. Like I literally buy a fig, or I get a keychain, I do a photo with it, and I chuck it. Like it gets chucked in a box, and Dommy plays with it, or it ends up on the floor, or I lose a bit of it, and like that's the last time I see it. Yeah, I've set stormtroopers on fire and all sorts.
Yeah, so no one can really, because some people are in different financial situations. It's a bit hard to go and spend $100 on a Deadpool and $2 on it.
Yeah, but saying that too, I spent like $100 US on that Predator. So
Idiot.
yeah, but
Billsy, play nice, Billsy.
but
That's the truth, though.
yeah, that was more a just a bit of a Christmas splurge, I'd say.
Oh no.
But
Right,
believe it or not, I'll go and get it. I got a knockoff Predator minifig from the markets just for the body, and then I've got a different head in all the armor that I bought on the Predator body. It looks pretty cool.
Right.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'll go get one of my good Predator. I'll get one of my good Predator jungle hunters, and then I'll get you the minifig and sort of side by side. Hang on.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
that.
Have a comparison, buddy.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just have to, how do I turn this off for a sec?
Yeah.
Actually, Timmy, talking about like promo type sets. When I went to one of the Lego lands, they have you ever seen they print your photo on like a wall of bricks?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be my favorite promo set. Yeah, that's it. Typically a promo set.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It actually turned out really, really cool.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, a good idea. I wish they'd done it like at our Lego store here. They'd kill it.
Yeah, well, they've actually introduced over here, you can actually get inscribed bricks. And I'm going to have an inscribed brick so I can put it up on the banner and have it all, schmicked up by the official inscriber from Lego over here.
You mean like engrave the side of the brick?
Yep.
Yeah, they do that here. At the
Oh,
Lego.
do they?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I think I got one here. I did the other night.
Oh,
Like this, yeah? I know that focuses it.
Yeah. Exactly, Ballsy.
I'll show you. The photo thing. I like how like you buy it and it's like kind of like a white square, and they literally print onto that.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool.
Quite big. I think it's like A4 size, my one.
Yeah. It's a decent size.
You know what? I think
To mention knockoff brick that I've got, the missus picked up this box of bricks yesterday for $7
Yeah.
from Big W, and I grabbed this one from Kmart for $12.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even use it as filler in a mock.
I wanted to make these, and I honestly could not justify just burning through my Lego brick to make stands for my minifigs. So
Whoa, that's
I just
actually a
thought
good
something-
idea. I didn't think of that
Something different.
and
because
Yeah,
I've thought of doing the stands before, but it just takes up so many parts.
Yep.
The
Yeah,
missus
and
paid
it's
and
like,
bought some that have actually
I
got
got-
boxes around them. Give me a minute, I'll go get one.
I got 2,200 blocks. No, 2,400 blocks for $26.
Man, Darren's going to dislike me. I'm going to go do that. I want to build those stands for my Ninjago collection.
Oh.
in
Yeah, man,
theory, if you got the right
I've
2x4
got
brick, isn't it?
yellow
Checking up from Bricklink?
Man, that's a good idea. I like it.
I've got a yellow one, a green one, a blue one, red, black, white, grey, orange.
But is it mostly 2x4s that are in those boxes?
It's a mixture. Like, give me 1 second. I'll crack open this one.
So how many two? I can't really see it.
Can you just read that?
How many 2x4s come in like each color?
Down.
39. There's
Wow.
33 2x4s in 4 different colors.
Damn.
Then there's 39 2x2s, 39 1x4s, and 39 by
Wow. I never thought of that. That's actually a really good idea.
So the
like,
missus bought
honestly-
these boxes.
Yeah, but how much are those, Darren?
I think we paid about $20 for them.
Yeah, I'm gonna need probably 6 of them because I can't even fit my Ninjago minifigs on my top shelf anymore.
Yeah, they do hold a fair few, but I'm not really all impressed with them. They fall apart too easy. You've really got to glue them. Yeah, I better go and put it back.
Yeah.
So, Dallas, did you build those stands out of just the 2 boxes, or
Pardon, mate?
did you build that stand out of 1 box, or was that 2?
Yeah. No, this stand come out of. I'll show you 1 second. Like literally, you get 2 of these yellow bags, 2 green,
Right.
2 blue, 2 red, and it took
Right.
1 yellow bag to make that whole stand, and I've still got a whole other yellow bag.
Damn. Well, Darren, you're going to just.
So and this is
Damn.
Damn.
Actually, there is a store in Adelaide that has those
So-
boxes on special at the moment for $15.
$15.
to build 4 stands. To build 4 stands, it'll cost you $7 at Big W.
Damn.
That's 4
okay.
stands.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have a case over them. Hey, I'm not into them either. I don't like them. I think I've seen a lot of people actually use deep picture frames they buy from IKEA and then just stick 2x4s to the wall. And
Yeah,
then
I've
stick
seen
them
that.
out.
But I've got,
Works quite well.
I've got over 350 Ninjago minifigs. I need stands.
Personally, for me, the best way I've seen it done is using an IKEA frame. Then I've stuck base plates into the back of it and then used angled blocks to come off of it to put the minifigs on.
That
Works
looks
quite
awesome.
well.
I've seen that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's what the Brick Show did with their minifig stands.
Oh, brick show.
I think that looks probably the best. I mean,
This is
there's no reason why you can't do the same thing. To you build a frame out of bricks, and then use base plates underneath it. Lots of ways
the
around it.
best way that I've seen it done.
Yeah.
And I built this myself.
Whoa.
And
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Wow.
So it's got a 48 by 48 base plate in it. I've rebaited the lighting into it.
Damn.
And I stripped down battery packs and got 8650 out of the batteries from them drills. And it's got an infrared remote set up on it. And
Wow.
yeah, you can load them all in. Put your base plates in like that. And
Wow.
yeah, load your minifigures up inside it.
My gosh. That is sick.
so
Wow.
what did you use battery-wise again, mate? What did you use battery-wise again, please?
8650s, they're lithium-ion batteries that I recover out of drill packs, old
Okay.
burnt-out drill packs.
And how long do they run the LEDs for?
Those 4 will run those LEDs for a couple of days left on.
Fair enough. You just give me an idea for something else I've got on the go.
You can
It's not Lego related, just related.
If you've got an IMAX charger for like RC stuff, I just charge the lithium-ion batteries with my RC charger.
Cool. Now I've got to do some LED strip lighting in a cupboard. Probably a way to outlight it. I was looking at using a different type of battery, but now you think about it, just using one of those battery packs is a good way to go about it.
So like one of those chargers, can you see that charger? The IMAX. And,
Yeah.
I've got like oodles of the battery. I got heaps.
Wow.
I recover them out of any old drill batteries. Most of the time, one cell's dead, and you can recoup most of the other cells.
Good.
So yeah, what I'd show you is that.
Clever.
And the thing comes with a remote, so you can select all the colors you want, have it on strobe, fade it darker and brighter, and yeah.
Is that what you guys have been talking about the whole time?
What's that?
That LED strip. I've got one. I use it heaps for all my photos. I got a little remote and that. They're like $14 from China.
Mm.
Yeah,
No,
I
we
see
were
what you're
talking about Lego minifig stands. That's what we're talking about most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Look, just
Hey,
before
Joe, wait until you see the aftermarket Lego lights that I'll show you when it ends. Point, you'll cream yourself for the stuff they do with it.
yeah, I can imagine because everything would be so cheap. Be good.
Oh, but some of it's actually quite bloody good quality, believe it or not.
Yeah,
The
a lot
stuff
of
I'm going to put in, the lights I'm going to put in my bloody fire trucks to have the red and blue lights to go on, and the side spotlight, mate.
Yeah.
It's bloody good stuff.
Well, the USB LED strip that I got that changes colours and that, like for $14, it's pretty impressive what it does, all the colours and that,
Yeah.
and strobes. Wait, I'll show you these Predators before I go. Where's the camera? So, hang on. So look, there's a proper jungle hunter,
Yeah.
and then that's like a proper jungle hunter, and then look at my little. He's got like a proper.
That's
So
cool. Wow.
Yeah,
Is
that one made Super Nice look cheap, didn't it, Joe?
What was that? Yeah, that did. Yeah,
That one made Super Nice look cheap.
yeah. I did a bit of silly splurging over the Christmas break. That's all right. Now I'm back working for a normal concreter and on tight ass mode now, just saving what we can for this holiday. Oop. The only Lego sets I bought have been starter packs the last few weeks. Starter sets. All right.
Yeah, I'm on a budget at the moment too. Sad.
Nothing wrong with starter packs, Joe.
No, they're a good way to get people into it, and they're good value too.
Yeah, I fully rate them. I've bought all of them, and they've all got great parts in it, especially the Coast Guard one. It's got a shark, a surfer, a surfboard, a big paddleboard, like a little vehicle, and 3 minifigs. It's probably the best value out of all of them, I reckon.
Yeah, the newer starter sets are really, really good.
Yeah, even the police, the little tiny like $8 police motorbike one's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I still think the best starter set was the police one that came with the crocodile a few years ago, 2014. That was a really good one.
Oh, okay. It came with the crocodile.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones. I'll link it to you.
All right.
Yeah.
It's funny how much the crocodiles changed. I've got like vintage crocodiles from the Islanders. Then you put it side by side with the new crocodile.
Yeah.
It's like a salt.
This one was just a really nice starter set. I'm just gonna put the link in the chat here. All right.
I'll have a look.
All right, there it is, Joe. You can still get it for like $15 on eBay easy any day of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Look at that. It's got a little wind boat, a little wind ship.
Yeah.
What do they call them? A wind boat.
Yeah, you got a
Steamboat,
spider and
steamboat.
It's an airboat. Yeah. It's an airboat. It's cool. I've got it. It's legit.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And 4 minifigs.
Yeah. Well, I guess they kind of stopped the 4 minifig thing because they started putting like animals and special parts in them.
Yeah.
Recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got the miners one. The miners one's quite cool too. It's got the three.
Oh, the
pretty
new
good
mining one's
things.
good. The new
Yeah,
mining
that's
and
a nice one.
it's got those new parts like the little chunks of gold, and it's got the glow in the dark.
It's got proper nuggets, mate. It's got proper nuggets there, Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be buying a few of them just for the helmets.
I'll be. I'm going to have a crack at trying to do a photo with the glow in the dark spider, but
Yay! I found me special brick.
Ha!
all right, boys.
So the comments come in, Tim, that you're still wearing your hazmat suit. Obviously, still cold there, mate.
Yeah, mate, it's still cold. It's still a 4-dog night, and I've got the bloody fire pit going.
Oh, it's still a 4-dog night.
It's still a 4-dog night, mate, and I've got the bloody fire pit going. So it's obviously still like the Arctic over here.
Meantime, I've got the fan on, trying to keep a little bit cool. Not that hot, but just getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's even though it's been raining like consistently for 3 days, it's still fan weather here.
Yeah. Oh, you get humidity, mate, in a big way compared to us.
Hey, we get bloody humidity. We get bloody horrible humidity up here. It's you walk outside and you're a puddle.
So, Timmy, will it be cool at all in April?
April, you're looking at spring. Yeah, so it was starting to warm up, but it won't be the horrible bloody humidity that summer, mate.
Yeah, okay, that's all right.
Summer's usually yeah, July, August, and it's stinking and you can't move. It's horrible.
Yeah, okay.
I walk out of the place and go to teach, and I no sooner get to the bus stop and I'm a puddle. I have to change clothes.
Yeah,
it's not fun, brother.
Yeah, I've spent time like up in PNG and stuff like that in the tropics. So it's...
Well, I can tell you, I've been to PNG too, but this pales into insignificance, mate. I can tell you, it's well, damn.
Lovely. Oh, it is what it is, mate.
It is what it is, mate. That's true. But no, you're coming at a good time. So it's just spring, and you should be dandy, mate.
Very good. Anyways, guys, it was good having.
To show you. I got lots to show you and Brett, and I think you guys will have a bloody ball.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to it, especially being Britt's first holiday too. So.
Oh well, that would be bloody good, mate. We'll make it special. We can organise something to let her have a good time and have a happy holiday, mate.
I turned 30 over there too, so I'm gonna have to do something for that.
Oh, mate, I'll have to do something with you for that. Hello.
All good.
Bloody hell.
All right, we'll catch you later, mate. See you Wednesday.
Later, man.
Or Thursday.
Right. See you, bye.
Bye.
Hey, so a question came up, not in the chat earlier, but earlier today. We're discussing, a group I'm in on Instagram. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to do something like a Mr. Gold for Series 20, or did they kind of burn that bridge when they stuffed up Mr. Gold's release in Series 10?
When they stuffed up Mr. Gold's what?
When they stuffed up the way that Mr. Gold was distributed into that Series 10, do you think they're not going to do that kind of thing again now that happened?
Yeah, okay. Interesting question.
What do you guys think Series 20 will have? Do you think it'll have a Mr. Gold or something like that, or not really?
No, well, it'd have to be. You'd think they'd be doing something special for the 60th anniversary, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because Series 20 comes out later this year, doesn't it? Series 20 CMS.
Yeah.
I thought they're only on Series 18.
Yeah, I think they're doing a few series at the end of this year because they're already thinking of doing Unikitty. There's going to be that
look, I'll predict it right now. Gold Unikitty. You heard it here first, folks. Gold Unikitty.
Gold Unikitty. Should really be happy with that. ABC, you want a gold Unikitty?
I guarantee she won't be happy because she'll be forking out $1,000 or more for it.
I don't know if it comes with it. That is everyone will be trying to feel them out.
And I'll be that guy going through all the boxes claiming everyone.
Well, you know that Mr. Gold has all of a sudden taken a huge leap in price. He's now selling for $5,000 on eBay. Last year he was selling for $2,000. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Far out.
Yeah.
Mate, you know, someone knows something, RB.
Yeah, well, there's actually been 3 that have sold for more than $5,000 in the last 6 months on eBay.
I seen one go for 6.5 about a year and a half ago.
Yep. Well,
crazy money.
Well, it would have only been 2 years ago that they were $2,000, and now all of a sudden they're $5,000 plus.
It's stupid money.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Series 20. I think they should learn their lesson from what happened with Mr. Gold. How you have employees at a store going through the box before they put it on the shelves and then claiming it as a brand new box when they had already gone through it to find Mr. Gold. And
they've already
to stop that because it's not fair to the customer that's trying to find one, like a kid or something that's trying to find one in the box and they can't because someone's already taken it out.
Yeah, that's not on.
Yeah,
and that's what happens when you've got this Willy Wonka kind of idea where you've got something that people can find readily in a box. Like,
yeah,
of course, employees at like Myer and Kmart and all that will go through it before they put it out because they want the money. Of course, why not?
Yeah, well, that's it. But they want to get their hands on it before anyone else.
But they shouldn't be doing that. So, you know,
of course not. It shouldn't be bloody. Shouldn't be bloody condoned.
We've all got to apply for jobs at Kmart.
Yeah.
and leave the day after the sets are released. Yeah.
Tell them they can keep their.
Well, they had a few stories come out, particularly people on YouTube who I saw a few videos back then when Mr. Gold was first out, and some of the bigger Lego YouTubers bought boxes, and they were told they were new from Myer and Kmart, and that when they got home, they found that the seals had been touched. You could tell they had already been opened. They tried to close it like it was legitimately not opened, and when they opened the box, all the rows were kind of messed around. Some of them were upside down. Some of them were facing like unbelievable, and they had no chance. So
that's sad.
Yep,
that's sad. It's as good as theft.
Totally.
Even if they paid for them, it's still as good as theft.
Yeah, because you're going through it before it's even on the shelf, and you're passing it off as brand new. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. On something that I've seen over here just this week, we've got the ship in the bottle released over here, and I stopped 4 mainland bastards, 4 of them, taking every single one off the shelf and then trying to put it into their suitcase to take back over the bloody border. I stopped them. I said, no, it's not on. What happens if someone just, wants one and you've taken the whole lot? And I told them, I finally found the store manager. I found the store manager. I said, Nadia, I said, come on, this is not on. Those 4 mainlanders have taken every single one off the goddamn shelf. And no one who just wants one like me and a few other AFOLs who went into the store particularly to get that. We couldn't even get our bloody hands on it because those mainlanders were going to take it off the store. So she stopped them and said, no, you can only have 1 or 2 per customer, and that was it. And they got the shits and they walked out and pissed off.
Well, they're buying them obviously because they want to flip them over the mainland.
Exactly. I told her that. And I said, this is not on there. All they're going to do is flip them. They're not buying them for personal use. Now, me and the AFOLs have come in here. We only want one each. There was 4 of us, and we wouldn't even have a chance. And only because I got onto her and made her come out of the storeroom, she actually told the guy that was about to sell the whole bloody shelf basically to the 4 mainlanders. She said, no, 1 per customer. Off you go. Shove.
Well, I think in a retail setting, you you kind of like, especially at a Lego shop, when you've got a big set and you see someone buy more than 2, you know they're not buying it to keep 2 of them. You know it's not happening. They're doing it because they want to flip one of them. Maybe
the cashies on that AROB were youngins and they don't know much. And I had to get Narnia out of her storeroom while she's doing some stock take, and I had to get her to actually come out to actually tell them, no, sorry, 1 per customer, shove off.
Yeah, well, you know, people know what they're doing. They know how to make a profit on particularly eBay. Bricklink, you can't make a profit because people aren't stupid, but eBay, you can. So,
yeah.
It's a shame, but
I don't mean to blow a hole in your theory, ROB, but I quite often buy sets by the 6, 7 at a time.
Yeah, I know you do, but I mean like
yeah.
A Falcon. I mean like a Millennium Falcon. You buy 2 of them. You're
Sure.
not buying.
That's what I'm saying. You know, some of us do buy sets in quantity, but yeah, we're the sort of, you know, the not the norm. And
Yeah.
I definitely don't.
But within reason, not something that's just been, not something that's only just
exactly.
been released. It's only just came into the store that day.
And that's what I'm saying too. Something that's just been released, no way. I only buy multiples of something when it's on a really good special.
Yeah, like
That's it.
I'm talking like
That was
Something
the-
that I buy.
I mean
that was
like
the-
Millennium Falcon. I mean like set above $500. You're not going to buy 2 on the first day. No way.
No.
Yeah. And for one of the mainlanders who bought, listen, Arabi, this is going to get your goat. When I went and bought the Taj Mahal, the guy behind me bought 16 Taj Mahals. 16.
Oh my God.
16. Hello.
So
Hello.
They're being flipped.
he cleared their inventory pretty much.
And the only problem that day, I couldn't get Nadia because she wasn't on duty that day. And the guy that's the store manager who was there, he's a bit of a dick and doesn't care. He just wants to, make as much money for his store as he can. He's a twit.
I mean, you wouldn't really turn down 16 of them. 16 times $500. What is that? That's like, man, that's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
That's like
It's
almost
a lot of money, RRB.
almost 10
$8
grand.
grand. It's $8 grand.
Yeah, it's almost $8 grand. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, unfortunately, Nadia wasn't on duty that day because if she was, I would have bloody got her and I would have stopped the bastards from doing that day too.
Oh, it's like here at David Jones. There's the lady that works there in the toy aisle. She knows me and chatting, and she told me that this guy comes down every 20% off season from Sydney. He comes down. He goes to all the David Jones. He apparently spends $6 to $7 grand every single time. There's 20% off every single time.
Yeah.
6 to 7 grand. That's like
that's a bit much.
That's like 5 times a year he's spending $6 grand at every David Jones from here to Sydney.
Flipper. Just reeks of flipper.
Yeah.
Reeks of dolphin.
Douglas McBricken says, Douglas says in the chat that powdered milk, he's right, powdered milk sales is also another thing which they do too, because of course, China, there's no regulation of powdered milk or any baby formula, and you can get DDT in your powdered milk, you can get phenolphthalein, you can get any chemical put into your powdered milk in China because there's no bloody regulation. So they go and buy the safe stuff from Australia, from New Zealand, and the stuff that is from Australia or New Zealand here in Hong Kong, they come and try to buy it in the truckload, but now you're only allowed 1 container per person per day crossing the border, and the border customs are stopping them from having multiple bloody containers.
Wow.
Yes, because even the Chinese can't even guarantee their own bloody government's going to look after them, so they try to get stuff that is guaranteed chemical and contaminant free, because even their own bloody people don't look after them, back home in their own mainland, which is sad.
Yeah. Happens, sadly.
It does. But Douglas McBricken is quite right, and it's the baby formula thing and also the flipping the Lego is quite rife. But I tell you, I'm being the eagle eyes and trying to contain the situation and informing the right managers where I can, and to just so just a little guy can at least get, you know, the on the first day of it being released, the ship and the bottle. Okay, it's not a great set. It's not what was done by the actual guy who put it up on Ideas, which I'm quite upset with, because I would have liked to had a boat with rigging, and I thought it would have been really good. But it is what it is. But the ship and the bottle has some really nice trans-clear parts, and that was the other reason why my fellow AFOLs wanted to pick it up.
It's going to sell well just because of the parts in the bottle, because I know myself, I will probably end up buying a few just for those parts.
Well, it's still really, really cool. It's a really cool set. Like, really nice.
I'm really hoping someone's going to buy a heap and break them up on Bricklink.
Oh, it'll happen, but that's if it lasts that long.
Yeah. Because I want the curved, or basically all the bottle sections to put into rather large buildings for atriums. So
yeah, right.
I think they work quite well as, but yeah, it's just too expensive to buy as a set just for those parts. So.
You know, funny, you guys were just whinging really hard about people flipping, yet you're all wanting people to buy multiple copies and put them on Bricklink for you to rape the parts out of.
Okay, that is different than flipping, Dallas. Let me explain to you. Flipping is when you flip a whole set mint in box.
But just wait, how do you know that these people that are buying 10 sets aren't ripping them apart for Bricklink?
Well, they're not showing up, I guess. I don't
know.
Anyway.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah, fair comment. Fair comment.
Yeah.
But very rare is that the case, though.
It's like this. If people on Bricklink didn't do what they were doing, a lot of people wouldn't be able to build stuff.
True. Oh, I could. No way. Not unless Lego started selling part kits.
Yeah. And the same way, places like Inns Point over here, where I can go into my my fellow lug members' store, Aggie, and get the bricks that I'm using to make this bloody competition mock. I wouldn't be able to do that unless, you know, he had other guys that would break sets down, and then he buys it from their Bricklink store so that he can put it in his physical store, because he had a online Bricklink store, and then he turned it into what is now Think Brick, and anyone can go and get the parts that they want, because it's basically a walk-in, pick a brick, bloody, you know, Bricklink store that you can just physically walk into to get what you need and bugger off out of. It's great.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, there's a few stores here in Australia that buy sets and break them down. There's a couple in Adelaide that do it, a couple here in Melbourne that do it as well, and they basically create their own pad walls from breaking down sets, and
but Bricklink sellers generally wait till there's a good sale on. They don't really go out straight away to buy it.
Yeah, they're not going to buy first release stuff.
Yeah, no, don't go out on first release day and buy that one thing that everyone wants.
Because that's just foolish. You're not going to make your money's worth.
We're not going to see those parts from the ships in the bottle until the first sales come up.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you can tell the flippers they are there like the day that they come out, they've got them listed at a ridiculous price on eBay or on Facebook or whatever.
Of course, they rely very much, those sort of flippers, on the fact that they get their custom from places in the world where people can't just get access to a shop.
But what they'll generally say the ship in a bottle came out and they put it on eBay that night. They'll say, we can't ship for 2 weeks until it, they won't say till it arrives from Lego Shop at Home, but they'll say, you know, 2 weeks, we won't be able to ship for 2 weeks, basically. But the reason is because they're waiting for it from Lego Shop at Home, so then they'll send it.
Yeah, and then, of course, then they're also earning a bulk amount of VIP points on doing that too.
Yeah.
So, I know people who have been doing that sort of stuff, and, the amount of VIP points they accumulate is ridiculous. And, I mean, they have no scruples.
Well, the people that do that with the Lego online store, they risk being banned. There are people that have actually been banned for doing that.
Yes. Yes, I know people have been banned. They've been buying too much stuff off of Lego Shop and Home, and they've been.
Are they IP banned or are they account banned?
Account
Not
ban.
sure.
Oh, okay, so you can create a new account, buy again.
Yeah, you can, but there's ways and means for them to figure out who you are.
Oh, your address.
Because you've got to pay through a card, so you've got to have
Yeah, you
multiple
got to pay
names.
through a card. So unless you get your hands on a new credit card,
Or if you own a second house.
yes.
Pretty much.
But there are people that circumvent the policy, but it is what it is. But you've got your people that break down stuff that are either brickling stores or do stalls at markets or shows or whatever. Then you got your flippers, which we all hate, and then you've got the investors, which we hate momentarily and then love later because we really wanted that set.
Yeah, we missed it.
Got us
See,
fundable.
that's all right. But there wouldn't really be an online community without investors. But flippers, when a set is out, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I mean, it's also the buyer's fault. The buyer is at fault. You don't fall for it. You just go to the store. Go get it from a store.
Yeah. And the thing is that
was my objection. That was my objection when I saw the Chinese buying so many when it was the first day that you could get it in the shop. And
well, there is still people buying the Millennium Falcon on eBay for over $2,000. Still,
Yeah,
stop.
That's ridiculous.
wrong.
Go to Lego Shop at Home. It's there. It's just on back order every so often. Get it off there. Oh my God.
yeah, that's still crazy stuff, ROB.
That is the buyer's fault. That is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand that. Like, you just literally look it up on the internet. Look up Millennium Falcon. It'll be the first thing will be Lego Shop at Home listing. The very first thing.
Yeah. Exactly. As soon as you look at it, yeah.
That's the
I mean,
first thing.
there hasn't been too many flippers on that over here because there wasn't that many. In all the 3 Lego stores that had it, there wasn't that many that I saw buying it hand over fist, and the only thing I can assume and I can also calculate is because here in Hong Kong space is so much at a premium, and not everyone like myself is as fortunate to have a village house. You have nowhere to bloody display a thing like that.
Oh,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't the actual amount, available to start with, and B, people just didn't have the space to actually, on sell it or keep it stored somewhere so they can on sell it, etc.
Well, like the Millennium Falcon is, it's constantly in and out of stock on Lego Shop at Home. I understand that, but there's also people buying. I looked today. I was looking at Ninjago City. There's people buying Ninjago City for $650 when you can go there. It's always in stock for $500 with free shipping. Like, I don't get it. I really do not understand that. Like, you're just losing $150 for no reason.
Some people aren't aware of Lego Shop at Home either.
It's the first thing that shows up. If you type in Ninjago City, Lego 70620, it's the first thing that shows up.
Yeah.
Plus you get a freebie that's worth $100 if you're interested in getting some of that. Like, oh God.
Yeah.
Right now you buy it, you're getting that free 60 years of library. If you want $100, there you go.
Spong saying about investors in the chat.
Sorry, guys, I've got to disappear for a minute. I'm running out of power, and I've just realised I must have knocked my power supply out of the wall. So I'll be going quiet.
You go fix it, mate.
I'll still be here. I'm just going mute while I die.
No problem, mate. Yeah, but it's one of those things that my hat was up ROB, and when I saw the mainlanders going and getting that many, and I knew I looked at them. I thought, you're not an A file. You're not, the people that were buying it, you could just tell. And I'm like, you're not building that. And then the woman looked at me, and I said in my okay, my Mandarin's not good, but I tried in my Mandarin, and she goes, oh, then she tried to speak English. She's like, oh, make good money, make good money. I said, no, it's not make good money. I want one, so you put back. And she got the shits. She got the shits, and then that's when I went and got Nadia, and you know, they were blatant about it, and that kind of stuff I just cannot stand.
Well, from what you've told me, Tim, it seems like in Hong Kong there are a lot of flippers, especially like.
Well, mainlanders, yes.
But it's not like the fault of the buyer. Yeah, you're flipping it, but it's the fault of the buyer, not the seller. Like, you don't buy it. Just do not buy it.
Yeah.
Just go to Big W. Get it from Big W.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm not obviously I'm not really bullish like that, but like I just don't get how some people can be.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't understand that the younger staff couldn't actually put 2 and 2 together and come up with bloody 4 for themselves. Like they had a whole fistful and they put it on the bloody desk to pay for it. Hello, wouldn't you just wake up and go, oh, that's too many for one person? Sorry, can you go put some back? Thank you.
Yeah.
But it didn't even, like, there was like no ding ding, no alarm bells went off in their head. They're ready to put it through the register. I'm like, no, stop, don't do that. He's like, well, I mean, the young guy goes, why? What's wrong? I said, they're not private, you know, they're not for their own private use. This is not on. Hello, you know, we've come in here, 4 of us, and you know, we were hoping to, you know, get one for ourselves. Hello, this is not on.
Well, I mean, like, this could easily be stopped if people just stop buying it, but you can't really stop people. You know, they're not active. They're not aware of that kind of business going on. Like,
yeah,
it usually happens with sets above $150. Is usually where it's kind of starts, where people kind of make more money on eBay than they will, like, go and buy it in the store and whatnot. But you're not really going to get many people with sets under $100. Like, they're usually close to what they're worth, especially with shipping added. But
yeah,
when you see a ship in the bottle on eBay already sold for $190 plus $20 postage, like, and it's $120 set, you kind of scratch your head. You go, what? Why?
Yeah, you sort of think, what's going on here? There's something not quite right.
Yeah, you kind of go, why are people doing that? I don't get it. I mean, but yeah, I think we've kind of dedicated enough time to flippers at the moment. So
we have. Let's move on to other topics, and the other topic we'll be moving right along to is we allude to other things with the 60 years of Lego. What things do you think we can expect in the later half of this year that Lego may give us for the 60th anniversary? What things do you think that we may be in the running for? I'm hoping we've heard Mr. Gold or Mr. Gold Kitty. We've heard a few other things like that. But what things do you think? And we've had some things spoiled already from some leaks with CMFs and other bits and pieces that have been leaked out on the net. But what would other people on the panel be hoping for? 60 years of Lego. What else could Lego be possibly going to give us? Cherie, any ideas? RABC, what do you think?
I didn't catch half that.
Okay. Well, what for the 60th anniversary do you think Lego was also going to give us? We know we're going to get the dinosaurs, and you're happy for the dinosaurs coming back. But is there anything else you think would be on Lego's mind to celebrate the brick of 60 years? Do you think there could be some re-release that may be in the wind that they're been hiding under their little coattails in Dillon, or is there something
Honestly,
that you
I
like to see?
No idea.
No idea. RIB,
Oh.
what do you think?
Oh, for sure there'll be some kind of competition where you can win some classic sets with modern boxes, for sure. Later in the year, there'll be, for sure. I guarantee it. And I would take part in that contest.
Yes, that's a contest that one would like to be part of.
Yep. So I think that'll be a possibility for sure. And I'm assuming some kind of retail exclusive, that'll be a re-release of an old set. Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice to get that, a re-release set.
They'll probably have a kind of a general consensus about, what people want, and they've probably seen that over the years, and they'll bring something out. But they brought out for the 50th anniversary, they brought out the town plan, the re-release of a modernized town plan.
Yeah.
And they also brought out that bucket that came with gold bricks.
Yes.
I don't think 60 years will be celebrated as highly as 50 years was, but I think as I said, I think they'll bring out something that'll be kind of a re-release, but more modernized, like the town plan was.
Ah, cool. I was happy to see that celebration set that you got for spending your cash with them gave you the yellow castle. It gave you the nod to the monorail, the nod to the classic space, and I was quite impressed with that. I found that quite good that Lego would do that. What are your ideas, Dallas?
I don't know, man. Like, I think there might be another one of those releases of the smaller sets. Maybe something that'll go together with the one that they've just brought out. But it's like Cherie. I don't have any idea. I wouldn't be able to speculate. It's one of them things.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one, I think.
I'd love a monorail.
Monorail, yeah.
Classic space. Well, they gave us a nod to that. I like that set with the 4 little builds. I did like that. The yellow castle, the house set. They brought out that the original blue house. They brought out a re-release small set with the red roof house. That was cool. And they brought out the little build with the yellow castle, the monorail, the classic space. That was cute. That was a little nod to their journey through what they've done previously, and let's hope they do a release of a decent size set, and it will be something that us AFOLs will just go, yes, you've got it right, yes, and we'll go nuts and buy it. I think from the classic space guys, I think the big thing they want is the trans yellow parts and the printed bricks. It's probably the biggest things they want. The rest of it they can pretty well source elsewhere. I'd love to see, and if anyone from Lego has actually dropped in and watching this, what I would love to see is things come back like the doors and windows kits from past, roof tile kits, those sort of things where you could buy sort of related parts in a small box for $10 or something around that point. I think there's a big market for it. I mean, you've got to buy 20 boxes to get enough of one part to do something with. It becomes a bit expensive for the average fan. So
you're just wanting to become a building system again.
Yeah, exactly. And we're sort of losing that. I think also there's something else that needs to come back. Was like when I got into it initially, we had big starter kits which like had the motor brick in them, things like that. They were pretty extensive kits in their own right, and they were a very good starting point. We don't really, we sort of have something with the classic and the creator sets, but it's not quite at the point I'd like it to be as a more generic bigger kit. You know, something you can buy around $100. Okay, you can say that you get certain boxes from Big W, Target, and that usually Target that has special big bulk brick boxes, but they're still really not quite at the point where the original big starter kits were.
Yeah.
And I think we need sort of.
Can I interrupt for a second? I've got work in the morning and I'm feeling a bit tired, so I best go.
Yeah, I'm going to go
Okay.
through.
Thank you, ABC. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
I'm heading off as well.
Get inspired.
See ya.
See you at RB.
Bye.
Okay.
See you guys.
The thing that I would like
Trey.
to bring back is some of this classic stuff.
Yeah, that's a classic example of the things that you used to be able to buy in kits.
Yeah.
You get a road
You
sign.
used to get street signs. You used to get these, you know, for road work and keep left, keep left signs and all that
You
kind
get
of
4 or
stuff.
5 signs in a kit with a tree and a couple of stands for them, and they were good little sets. I used to buy them by the bloody heap. They were good. And now, you're sort of hard to come across.
Oh,
So
totally.
it's like they've released that new one, the City Builder set, which they've come out with, which has like street lights and a boom gate and stuff like that, but it's not really that usable.
No.
I haven't seen that one
Right.
yet. Okay.
Yeah,
That's one.
that one came out over here last year. We saw that. I got one of those just for see if I can use some of the bits in a mock. But yeah, it's a shame that they don't have this type of classic stuff, or they don't have the road sign, the stop signs anymore. They don't have any of those stuff that made Lego, when I grew up with it, enjoyable and fun, and you can do your real good street mocks. These days, you've either got to get well, lucky for me, go and get it printed from a place that would do printing on brick, or you have to really pay through the nose for that classic stuff.
Yeah. And that's wrong. Shouldn't happen.
Is there any chance of being able to get like those printed signs shipped over to Australia?
I'm trying to do something at the moment that will enable that, my good friend.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because like those would be something which would make city building so enjoyable, just having the extra little features like that, eh?
Yeah. And that's exactly it. When you're building a city, it's that street furniture that really makes the detail. So you've got to include things like letterboxes, park benches, bus stops, bins. They're all the things that really make the detail that make it take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
100%.
including those- And if you include those sort of things, you really get people's attention when you display.
Yeah.
It's it really takes that's the very much the next level type of stuff that you need to include, or else you're just another.
Totally.
I can't say how many shows I've been to where I've seen people just displaying pretty much mocks out of the box, or sorry, Lego builds out of the box, and then you see someone who's taken it to slightly the next level, and they've taken those exact same builds, put them in the exact same street layout, and then just added the little details like the street furniture, and it's taken it a lot to another level. Then when you see someone who's, say, we're talking modulars here pretty much, then you see someone who's used every second or third building as a Lego built modular, and then put their own modulars in between, and it really lifts it again. When you see someone build a whole street of their own modulars, hey, it's mind-blowing. But it's the addition of just that street furniture that takes the basic display to the next level, and it's important. It's even just adding cars and things like that. Minifigs to a scene can make a difference, but we're used to seeing that. It's when you see people add the little details like street lamps, as I said, letter boxes, like post boxes, even phone boxes, bus stations, or bus stops. Those sort of things really make a huge difference in the way it all pans out. So it makes a big difference to the way it all looks.
Yeah.
And when you're playing, you've got to be aware. You got to really up your game from the regular builder. Otherwise you're just another also ran. And not trying to discourage anyone from displaying. By all means, go out and display. It's a great thing to do. But if you do, don't just display models unless you're actually displaying a theme of, okay, I'm displaying B model Technic, as for example, we had at Brickvention this year, which was a cool thing. It showed people that there are alternate builds to what the kits were. It's just, you've got to, you just got to look at it from a slightly different point. You know, you've got to up the game a little bit. I think you really do if you're going to display. And that being said, have a go, but try and think of something a little bit out of the box too.
Yeah. Well, the problem I actually was able to find some legit Lego sign stickers to put on plate, so I can do proper signage for my. When I do have the city up and running and it's all schmicked up, I can have no entry signs. I can have. I'll also add in some of my classic stuff, which I have. You know, I have original giveaway signs and no right turn signs and a lot of the classic stuff that Lego originally had. But a lot of the other stuff I have to either find shops that will sell legit stickers, or I have to get printed brick and have it set up. But I am aiming at some point, Dallas, to have a bit of a side business with sending the printed brick stuff back to Oz and have that for my little side Bricklink sort of type store for that purpose mainly.
Yep. Oh, I think it's a great idea, man.
One thing I'd really like to see sign-wise is, can we please have an octagonal sign for a stop sign?
Yes, exactly.
Love it. Can we actually have a printed octagonal stop sign, please, Lego? It'd be great. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. So no, those type of things. What I would like Lego to do would be to release it'll be nice for the 60 years. So they did release those stands that had the signs on them, the no right turn, the stop sign, the giveaway sign they used to do. It'll be nice for the 60 years. They re-released a small kit like that, because I reckon AFOLs like me and you guys would, and others in the chat there would go ape crap for it, because it's something that I think Lego needs to bloody do and go back to.
Yeah. And it's amazing. I've seen that there are some of the sets that I've sort of alluded to, the roof tile sets and that on Amazon. I often wonder whether they're legit or not too.
Yeah.
Are they very, very old stock, or are they someone knocking the stuff off? So I haven't bought any for that reason. And if they are legit, why aren't they available in other markets? That's my question. Why aren't they available?
That's what I thought too, Darren. I've wondered what's the go if they are. How come you don't see more of that? Yeah.
So that's what's sort of put me off buying them off of Amazon. And I don't buy much from Amazon anyway. I'm not a real fan of the site. But that being said, I mean, we do need a return to. I think Lego's had some really good concepts over the years, and they didn't sell well at the time. And it was nothing to do with price point. It was the fact the fan base wasn't there at the time. And I think now it's time to revisit some of those ideas, and they'll probably make more money out of that, going back to some basics, than trying to actually re-release new lines and thinking up new ideas. Going back to some very basic brick boxes in small packs. I mean, it's fine to buy a box of classic bricks for $30-40, but that doesn't give us these little accessory packs that we want at the $7 to $10 point, even $15 point. At that sort of money, if you're getting 4 or 5 road signs and a tree for say $10, you're probably going to pay it. You're probably not going to really knock it back. So, considering what individual trees go for on some of the sites, getting a tree and 4 or 5 road signs would be quite good value at $10. So. And throw a minifig in there to be awesome value. So,
yeah, well, Lego, if you're listening for your 60 years, pull your finger out and bring back bloody road sign set and you know,
bring out some basics.
maybe throw some other stuff in just for our AFOL community, so that we can, you know, you want us to have streets, you know, streams, and you want us to buy your modulars, and that's all well and good, but come on, guys, lift your game and bring that stuff back.
As an example, well, there's a few companies doing knockoff printed bricks, and at the printed plank, for example, at 4x1 in brown. I mean, if we could buy them, I could use a lot of those in certain builds. I really could, and especially if they came in 6s and 8s as well. And better if they came in 2s as well, just to fill in the gaps. But those parts, I know they're being printed by knockoff companies, and they're charging phenomenal prices for them. You can pay $2 for a single printed tile, and that's stupid money.
Yeah, well, that's why my mate who's doing it for me with the kangaroo signs and that, he's very, 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 very legit, and he is, as I said, it's not something that he originally was going to do. And when I approached him and when I showed him what I wanted, and then he showed me the first mock-up, I said, dude, if you don't start doing this as a proper line and you do it legit and you do it in the right way, you got rocks in the head. Now he's listened to me. He's doing it in the right manner. He's not ripping people off, and he's doing it for the AFOL community here in HK, and we're loving it. We are loving it.
Yeah. All right. Apparently, it's come up. There was an octagonal stop sign in the 90s signage accessories pack. I am the brick. Can you put up a number for that one? I am the brick, if you know it. So yeah, it is interesting though. I mean, I have quite often considered buying a printer because there's good money to be made. But I'm also looking at buying an engraver just so I can do bricks for promotional bricks for shows. So that's probably something I'll be looking at doing in the future. But yeah, when it comes to printed brick, I mean, there's some companies out there making, like, they're doing correct stuff. They're doing pad printing, but it's still very, very. I mean, I know their startup cost for pad printing is ludicrous. The machinery is incredible. You know, and then you got the other options. I'm not saying what the other options are because I don't want everyone man his dog trying to. If you either know what you're doing with printing or you don't. So there are options to print. And those that are doing it, fine. The work's good, but it's still not as good as pad printing. And pad printing, you're looking at $100,000 plus for a machine, which is why Lego is very reluctant to run out and just print a heap of new stuff. I can understand that.
Yeah,
it's a very expensive process.
Yeah, well, as I said, I think I mentioned on my stream before, but the guy that's doing it, he originally bought one printer to do stock standard telephone covers, and then got this second printer, and I just said to him out of the blue, well, you what are you using the second one for? And he goes, oh, it's just sitting there. I'm not really using it at the moment. I said, do you think is it ABS compatible? He said, oh, is that Lego? I said, yeah. And he said, oh, I haven't used it for that, but do you want me to give you want to give me a couple of bricks and a pattern, and I'll see if I can do something on it. And then he came up with the first lot of these, and I'm like, hello, that is just so legit, it's not funny.
And it's not simple to do. So if anyone is thinking they're just going to go run and buy a printer and make a fortune, think again, because it's not very easy.
Exactly.
You need to have a good background in the printing industry before you even think about this. And I do have
this guy
in the printing industry,
This guy's got the years up on the board. He knows what he's doing. He's done a lot of commercial graphics.
I have a very extensive print background as well, and I'm reluctant to go and do it. So just don't think you're going to run out and buy a printer, because it's not just any old printer. They're very damn expensive, and make a fortune out of it, because it doesn't happen quite that easily. And that's another reason why these people are charging an arm and a leg for this stuff. But yeah, there's some people doing the right thing, and there's some just doing the wrong thing, obviously.
Yeah, and my mate here is doing the right thing, and he's doing it for the right reasons. And now, because I've shown him the benefits of it, he's very appreciative of what I could actually help him with, and because of that, he's willing to oblige and knock some of the price off, which is good.
That's fair enough.
Mate, it's bloody fantastic.
Well, guys, I've finished my build, and I'm going to hit the hay because I've got to be up for work in 6 hours.
Okay, Dallas, no worries, mate. Have you been building that crane, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that. That's a good build. I like the way they put the rubber wheels in it so the tracks actually move on any surface.
Yeah.
That
was a bit of clever thinking.
I've been waiting a while to put this part of that box together, and yeah, I just thought, stuff it, I'll do it tonight.
Yeah, quite a cool,
Nice
cool little
work.
set, that one.
Good chatting
nice
with you
work.
guys, and have a great week.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
do,
do.
mate. We'll do.
Probably time
And,
to wrap it up then, Tim, if there's down to two
Well,
of us.
yeah, we will. We'll put a bow on this little sucker and thank everyone that's been on the panel tonight. RRB, Lego Task Force, thank you for coming along. Darren, thank you for coming along. We had Joe, Concrete Bricks. We had Billsy come along. And everyone else in the chat, have not forgotten you. Haytan, Mayo, Spongy, good old Spong, love you, mate. Good on you, mate. And many, many more that have been putting comments up there. Thank you very much. Now, like, subscribe, and any other comments post-show, put up. We'll have a look. We'll see if we can have time to comment and reply back to you. And remember, keep building, keep it Lego, and always keep it stud side up. See you in the next show. See you, guys.